competition. We've won that last year with the current year 8s as well, and we got to the final with the current year 9s. So we've been in and around that competition for the last 3 years, which is a fantastic achievement in itself. These boys, and I'm not going to eat into kind of speak, but these boys beat Chipping Sodbury in the final. It was a fantastic day. They are very, very, very tight group of boys, which bodes very well moving forward. And I could literally name you here another 20 that will be in and around that team next year, which is fantastic. Plus 30, 35 boys, all wanting to play, which is brilliant news for us as a department. I'm going to read them out. They're going to come up, they're going to accept their award, and Tom's going to talk you through what the season was like. So the under-12 county football champions are Connor Stalley, George Walker, Tom Inwood, Armand Garamani, Toby Saul, Edgar Gaze, Ty Gibbs, Oliver O'Neill, Callum Morrissey, George Cusner, Andy Hunt, Ozzie Parker, Liam Cooper, Taylor Carr, and Joe Smith. Just a round of applause.
My name is Connor Stalley, and I have had the privilege and honour to captain Bournside Year 7 team this season to district and county champions. I have been very lucky and have played in some very good sides with some very good players. But I can honestly say, when I look around our team, I see a group of boys that are not only very talented, but work so hard as a team and have achieved great things this season. Through hard work and have a brilliant sports department behind us that believed in all of us and gave us boys a good base to build on. It all started on a rainy night at Tewkesbury School, playing for the District Cup. This was the first time we had all played together, but we didn't lose a game, playing some fantastic football and scored lots of goals. Myself, Toby Soul, George Cusner all scored that tournament, before a hat-trick from Edgar Gaze in our final game saw us becoming district champions and qualifying for the county cup. First up, we had to travel to the Forest of Dean to play Dean Magna, the champions of the Forest. It proved to be one of our easiest games as we swept them aside 7-2, with goals from Edgar Gaze, Toby Soul, George Cusner and myself, giving us a chance to become North Gloucestershire champions. In our next game away to St Peter's from Gloucester, St Peter's had won the Gloucester District Cup and had a very good side with some academy players. The game was played on a small and bumpy pitch, but although we went a goal down, we dominated the game and drew level when a George Cusner free kick was deflected into the net. In this game, we hit the crossbar, both posts and forced the goalkeeper into making some great saves, although we did miss a few good chances. The game ended 1-1 and went to penalties. Austin Parker, George Cusner and myself all scored from the spot before Toby Soul hit the winning penalty to put us through the county final and become North Gloucester champions. But the lad who was our hero that night was Ty Gibbs, Gibbo. Before we set off on our journey, he was not even a goalkeeper. Now he had saved 3 of their penalties and had become our hero. The final was played at Keynsham, Bristol, and we faced Chipping Sodbury. They were a good side, but not as good as us. George Cusner put us 1-0 up, and although they made it 1-1, we played some good football, and goals from Ollie O'Neill, Edgar Gaze had given us a 4-1 lead with 10 minutes to play. Thinking the game was won, we made changes but had a little wobble, letting in 2 goals. We had to make more changes and held on to become County Year 7 champions. All that was left for me to do was walk up the steps and pick up the cup. That will hopefully be the first of many for this team, because I think the journey didn't end there. That was only the beginning. Last of all, I'd just like to read out the names of all the boys, because as I said before, We are a team, not just people who score the goals, but the boys who make that last tackle or chase the last ball. So these are the boys: George Cusner, George Walker, Callum Morrissey, Tom Inwood, Ty Gibbs, Edgar Gaze, Taylor Carr, Joe Smith, Andy Hunt, Ollie O'Neill, Armand Garamani, Toby Sol, Liam Cooper, Austin Parker, and myself. Finally, I would just like to say a big thank you to Mr. Taylor, Mr. Crowford, and Mr. Morkai, and all our brilliant sports department, because without them, we couldn't have achieved this. And one day, we might even get our KFC.